absolute garbage. So the stream is going to be very interesting. Tell a friend. It's the worst they'll ever see. We'll get started in 3 minutes. Whatever I need to remember. Only 1 minute and 57 more seconds before I expire live on stream. See you then. Let's do this thing. That's not the screen I need. Come on now. Hello. Yes, Bad Jack. The famous author R.A. Montgomery. Did they write any more of these? You know, I've got a small collection of them. I don't know. Whoa. God, that pumpkin's kind of freaky. Does it also turn into jelly when you touch it? Yep. That's creepy. Okay, I have a question. I have Elvira on my shirt. Does she also... That's adorable. It looks like I might have my pumpkin son or daughter on my shirt. And, well, I don't know. I've never seen a pumpkin quite like me. Hi, folks. I'm sick. That's the only way I can put it. I went and got my double shot of a vaccine booster. That would be shot number 3 of Pfizer. And I also got the flu shot at the same time, which I think is funny because I'm like, hey, this is pretty convenient that you can get both of these shots at the same time. And the nurse at CVS said, it's like, yeah, at first they said it wasn't a good idea, but then no one died, so we started doing it. So here I am. I had no reaction to the first vaccine. I had a super bad reaction to the second one, but it just made me feel like I was dying. I had no energy, and I just felt miserable. This, I think, might be the flu shot. I got both of them yesterday, and I just feel like garbage. I feel like I have the flu, which is bizarre because I haven't had the flu in over 2 years, you understand. So it's weird. It's somehow nostalgic, but 100% shitty. So why am I streaming today? Because I am committed to you champions, and there's no way I could cancel on you at the last moment. I can't do that. The show must go on, but we're gonna take it a little easier today, especially since I didn't get any time to prepare or plan because I was asleep up until about 20 minutes ago. So that is where we are at. Earth6 says, such a beautiful family, right? Just me and my large-breasted pumpkin son. That's just us two against the world, and that's where we're at. I do dig this this moon here. That's kind of nice. It's a unexpected side effect of hanging that backdrop there. We're doing a Nightmare Before Christmas stream. God damn it. We're doing a Nightmare Before Christmas photo opportunity in our neighborhood for Halloween, for all the trick-or-treaters out there. And that's going to be cool. So thanks to Mogi Mo, who got the convention/green screen stand. Still don't have a green screen. It's still up on the Amazon wish list and all that. But eventually, once I get one of those, I'll make sure and change up the layout around here and make it really cool. Can't wait to make it cool. Can I just say that I look pretty dashing as a jack-o'-lantern with a perfectly trimmed Smash Mouth style neck chop. What do you call that? You don't call it a neck chop. Here, let me turn this on. I actually have the best shave I've ever had in my entire fucking life right now. But whenever I'm as a pumpkin, it cuts me down to only having the Smash Mouth / Guy Fieri / Violent J chin beard. And I'd just like to point that out. So, anyway, yeah, I don't, do I look that horrible? I feel bad. Sounds like one of my children just exploded. You know what? This is a pumpkin. That's pretty spooky, sure. But, I figure you might want to see my reactions as we read these books. So maybe I'll turn the spooky off, for now. And we can stop scaring away potential people. Hello, everyone. So, since I feel like utter shit, and I did not prepare, I'm going to a plan B, which I set up months ago and thankfully haven't had to use. But it works because the plan B is to read choose your own adventure novels, classic ones, and have you be responsible for your own life and death situations. Oh my god, Jump Mania says, do it in capital letters, and my eyes are blurry from being sick, and I thought it said end it. Just end it. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. So we're gonna end. Now he's saying do it. It's so weird. By the way, Jump Mania, Keimdall, and someone else who isn't watching this channel, so it doesn't matter. I am sending your packages. I have prize packages on the way, finally. Thank you for waiting so patiently. I appreciate it. So you, lovely viewers, who probably feel a lot better than I do today, are going to get to choose your fate. That means these grand adventures will be yours and yours alone. And if you fuck up, it's your fault. Cool? Awesome. So, from the library, I have 4 Halloweeny, creepy themed choose your own adventure books. A lot of these are originals, and it's just really rad to have these. We have a place down here in Texas called Half Price Books, which has like everything you could ever want for really good prices. I don't have House of Danger on me. I couldn't find it. I know I have it. Or Horror House, or whatever it was called. Maybe there was 2 of them. I don't know. But here is going to be the first decision you all make. And it's the first person to say it. And that's how this is going to be. The fastest person in chat is going to be the one making all the decisions. So get your little typers ready. Your little typer tippers on the ends of your hands. Get those ready. Here are your choices to start us out with. Don't type yet. This is The Haunted House. Choose your own adventure number 2. Erk6 is already picking B. God damn it. We have The Evil Wizard, which is number 22. We have number 9, which is Dream Trips, which there might be some nice ones in here. But also, if you've ever read these, probably lots of death. And at number 6, The Green Slime, which looks very scary. So, which one shall we read? The Haunted House, The Evil Wizard, Dream Trips, or The Green Slime? Number 6, says Bad Jack, who's very good with numbers. Okay, remember, the first person to say something in chat gets to make the decisions. Surreal Dream Trips. Yo, I'm also, aside from feeling like I have the flu, I've had nightmares and night terrors for 3 days in a row now. I just can't win this week. So, here we are having fun. I just noticed that Jump Mania's Dorito chips were blue. And it's that weird blue that have you seen the blue Takis? Which surely can't be good for you. Surely are way worse for you than regular Takis, because they are that exact color that is in the chat right now. Thank you, Jump. I was kind of hoping that hopping on here would make me feel a little better. I definitely sound like shit. I think I sound like shit. Okay. So, we are reading. What's really funny is there's not a lot of good tags and categories for what we're doing today. There's not a audio book. There's like a read aloud, but it's only a tag. So it fit me in today with ASMR and just chatting. So those are 2 categories I feel that we never get into, and that might have some weird fetishes, and I think they might be angry today. So maybe we'll have some lovely lurkers and people hopping into chat that are very confused at why they can't get a boner of me reading The Green Slime by Susan Saunders. All right. Oh no, Jump Mania suggests, chat, can we do a drinking game for every death? Bad Jack is already inebriated and passed out at this point. Just from the idea of death itself. Oh, you know what? Let's... Wait, hold on. Hold on. This used to belong to a Chris Compton, and I'm smelling the deceased wood pages here. But there's an undertone. There's an undertone of perfume, just very slight perfume undertone. Here's hoping that that has something to do with the curse that is on this book, which is currently killing me. Daddy, why are you sniffing a book? Look, it's a shot of nostalgia right to the veins. Okay, I would just like to read this because it looks like kids talking about how much they love choose your own adventure books, which is great because this is one of the earlier ones. This is the 6th book. Let's see here. Skylark Choose Your Own Adventure. I don't like choose your own adventure books. I love them, says Jessica Gordon, age 10. And now kids between the ages of 6 and 9 can choose their own adventure too. Here's what kids have to say about the new Skylark Choose Your Own Adventure books. Katie Elson says, "These are my favorite books because you can pick whatever choice you want and the story is all about you." Joss Williams says, "I love finding out how my story will end." That's kind of fucked up. Oh, Josh, age 9. "I love finding out how my story will end." Saritri Brightfield. I thought all of these were fake until I got to that name. Saritri Brightfield says, "I like all the illustrations. Straight up. These books and the... God, what was this? What was the series called? I really don't feel good, and I can't think of anything. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. The illustrations in those books, holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, let's see here. And Peggy Marcus, who in parentheses says, adult, says, "A 6-year-old friend and I have lots of fun making the decisions together." Doesn't say their kid or their grandkid. Peggy Marcus, who is an adult, says a 6-year-old friend and I have lots of fun making decisions together. While that's perfectly fine, it also sounds like the beginning of a police report. Okay. Yeah, it looks like this was a 2nd edition, and they were already up to book number 35, the Miss Liberty Caper, by the time this was reprinted. I will, of course, show you the illustrations as we go. Here you can see Peggy Marcus as a child herself, figuring out how to dissolve bodies in her basement. Illustrated by Paul Granger. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, God. Hello, child.
You want nerds?
Do I want nerds?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Do you want strawberry or you want pink or purple?
Grape.
Alright, I'll give you grape.
Thank you. My youngest child, is bringing me Grape Nerds, which I imagine are so good for such a close mic'd reading. We really are going to do ASMR today, even if we don't mean to. Wow. Jump says, "Pretty sure my first boner was from the tits in the House of Danger, which is Choose Your Own Adventure #1. I desperately wish that was one of the reviews at the beginning of the book. Chad, age adult. Oh, I think my nerd's delivery is coming. I'm so excited. Bad Jack says, "My first boner was from an episode of Mr. Wizard." And now we have a... Oh, yes. Thank you. Would you like to say hello? You want to say hello?
Sure. Oh, guys.
Come on over.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, there we go. We're in the Hylian crest. Wait, right there. Hi.
I leave now.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for your contribution to today's energy. Grape nerds candy. Well, thank you. I will not get to eat this nerd's candy until you get to a happy ending. I'm really in need of sweets and something to coat my throat right now, so I'm trusting you all to find me these nerds. Jump says, if it wasn't horrible deaths, those books were chock full of boobas. Bad Jack is... Jump, of course, wants to know which episode of Mr. Wizard. Bad Jack says, it was the episode where they explained pressure. He had a girl blow into a half-full juice box and it sprayed in her face. I don't remember the rest of the episode, just that part. Oh, God. And then Bad Jack reminds me that we're going to get banned if we add happy endings. Okay, so everyone just kill me off so that we have no happy endings. Again, anyone who's just now tuning in, I feel absolutely like shit. I got vaccines yesterday. I got my booster for COVID, which is shot number 3, and I had flu shot, and I think I've got the mini flu today. My body is fighting hard to get them antibodies up and to make this a horrible stream. This book is dedicated to Witty. For you Friday Night Funkin' fans. Alright, this was originally wrote in 1982, so I'm not responsible for how insincere it is about humanity. Oh look, it's the set of Mr. Wizard, and there's that juice spraying up. Amazing. Read this first. Most books are about other people, but this book is about you, Erxus, Jumpmania, Badjack, etc. What happens to you depends on what you decide to do. Do not read this book from the first page to the last page. Can you imagine how weird it would be if you did that? I would like to do that at some point and just get the temperature for how bad of an experience that is. Instead, start on page 1 and read until you come to your first choice. Then turn the page, shown, and see what happens. When you come to the end of the story, go back and start again. Every choice leads to a new adventure. Are you ready to fight the green slime? Then turn to page 1 and good luck. Alright, here we go. Again, child learning how to dissolve bodies in their basement. That's the first illustration. It's the day after your birthday. Your Aunt Beth has given you a chemistry set as a birthday present. She has also left you in charge of your cousin Stevie, while she and your mother go visit a friend. Stevie needs a lot of watching, Aunt Beth warns, and she is not kidding. Within 5 minutes, the kid has broken your model spaceship, glued together all your baseball cards, and stopped up the sink in the bathroom with tissues. Wow, what a little shithead. Sit down on the bed, you tell Stevie. Don't move or you'll be sorry. You open your chemistry set. You take out some of the test tubes, which are filled with colored powders and liquids, and you start to mix a few together. Just then, the doorbell rings. Bing bong. Before you go downstairs to answer the door, you take a good look at Stevie. He's leaning against your pillow, and his eyes are closed. You think he has fallen asleep on the bed. What do y'all think, guys? Do you think Stevie is a total shit horse and he's just pretending to be asleep? That's what I'm thinking. Wait, can we get a zoom in on that face? Come on, camera. Camera. I need to know, is he lying or not? Nope. Yeah, he's lying. Look at that. He's fucking holding his breath. That kid ain't asleep. Your friend Jan is at the front door. As you stand there talking to her, you hear shrieks and giggles from upstairs. Who is that? Jan asks. You make a face. It's only my cousin Stevie, you say. He's 4.5. Don't you think you better find out what he's doing up there? Jan says. Bad Jack says, do not trust that rat of a child. Okay, chat, remember, the first one of you to answer gets to make the choice. So, Jan says, don't you think you'd better find out what he's doing up there? If you say no, turn to page 8. If you say yes, turn to page 12. If you say, fuck that little screwball. Alright, Bad Jack says yes. We're gonna find out. He also followed it up with go beat that child, which is illegal and horrible. Throw him out the window, much more funny. Yes, we'll find out if that's an option coming up. We'd better see what Stevie's up to, you say. Jen follows you up the stairs to your room. Stevie is standing on the chair next to your desk. He's stirring something in a dish. I'm getting memories coming back to me about this book, by the way. I totally remember that. Defenestration. That is too big for the Choose Your Own Adventure books, that word. He's standing there, stirring something in a dish. There are empty test tubes and bottle of glue on the floor. What are you doing? You shout. Making pudding. Stevie offers you the dish. Inside is something thick, dark green and very smelly. Yuck, you say. It's bubbling. If you say to Stevie, I ought to spank you, turn to page 22. If you tell Jan to pour it down the sink, turn to page 31. Bad Jack says, oh no, Stevie make pudding. Alright. Should we spank this child, or pour it down the sink? Alright, Urxic says, sink that to be. We're going to 31. Jan, oh, you know what? I didn't show you. There was an illustration on that page. Look at him. I just don't like him. And Jan, even though Jan just got here 2 minutes ago, she has already fucking had it with Stevie. Look, she is clenching her fists. She looks like she's doing the I gotta pee dance. She's so angry. Can we get a close-up on that face? Yeah, she ain't even looking. She's like, okay. Jan pours the green slimy stuff down the sink in the bathroom. The sink that Stevie stopped up with tissues. Uh-oh. Bad Jack says a censor bar would change that illustration a lot. Then she goes downstairs to find a broom and dustpan to help you clean up the bottles and powders Stevie spilled on the floor. Meanwhile, thick, dark green gunk is bubbling up through the drain. The sink overflows. Bubbling green slime moves down the hall to your room. Plop. Plop, plop. Blurp. Stop making those funny noises, you say to Stevie. But he's sitting quietly on your bed, taking apart your alarm clock. What a shit horse. What is that sound? It's getting louder, and the smell, it's like a swamp. Suddenly, a river of green glop oozes through your bedroom door. As it moves towards the bed where Stevie is sitting, it starts to bubble louder and jump into the air, almost as though it would like to get at Stevie. Who wouldn't at this point, right? Look at that glop, glop, blop, glorp, blurp stuff. Look at him taking apart the alarm clock. I'm sorry, but I'm at the point in the story already where Stevie deserves to get eaten by the diarrhea version of a gelatinous cube. I'm totally okay with it. I'm fine. Turning to page 49. That would be funny if you guys messed up already and we're at the end. Okay. Stevie, you shout. Stay away from that green stuff. It's dangerous. Stevie starts to cry. I want to go home, he screams. Now the floor to your room's almost covered with green slime. The slime is licking at your toes. You back into a windowsill. Quickly, you turn around, put one foot on the sill, and grab the window frame with both hands. A push and a pull, and you're standing in the window, with a pool of green slime gurgling beneath. Stevie, hang on, you shout. I'll get you out of here. Here's the utter mess that's happening, and we've already had a notification that the slime is licking our feet. So, yeah. Bad Jack hopes the word diarrhea shows up at least 5 times. Alright, page 6. Maybe you can reach Stevie on the bed. Plop, 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 blurp. Green slime is bubbling and Stevie is screaming. The noise is so loud you can hardly think. And it is. Trust me. Look at this little bastard go. Halfway between the bed and the window, you see a spot on the floor that's still free of green slime. Maybe you can jump from the window to that spot and then onto the bed to get Stevie. I hope it makes us choose. Holding on to the window frame, you count 1, 2, 3, and you jump. Yeah. You think she can make it? We'll see. You will think you can make it. You jump from the windowsill and land in the empty spot on the floor. But when you try to jump to the bed, you can't move your feet at all. You look down. Your feet are now stuck with green slime. And another wave of it is moving towards you. You've got to think fast. Quickly, you untie the laces on your sneakers. You wiggle your feet loose. Then you jump right out of your shoes onto the bed with Stevie. Your sneakers are being eaten up by the green slime. It seems to be enjoying them a lot, especially the bottoms. The bottoms? The bottoms are rubber. Suddenly you have an idea that might get rid of the slime, but will it work? The slime is getting deeper on the floor of your room. Should you try your idea, or should you and Stevie try to get out while you can? If you try to get out, turn to page 27. If you try your idea, which it hasn't mentioned, turn to page 35. Alright, do we try to get out? Or do we try our idea? Chat, it's up to you. Gleaming ahead. Okay. Alright, chat, what are we gonna do? Try to get out? Or try your idea? Which it has been just really, like, absolutely giving us no information. Get out, Bad Jack says. Yeah, don't worry about letting other people go. Only the fast survive here. Alright, 27. You've got to get out of your bedroom. There's a small window at the far end of the room. You can reach it by climbing onto the chest of drawers next to your bed. You swing Stevie onto the chest, and then you jump onto it yourself. Next, you push the window open and slide out onto the ledge, feet first. Come on, Stevie, you say. I'll catch you. Stevie closes his eyes and jumps. The green slime is bubbling around the chest now. Stevie's left foot touches it just as you grab him. Whoa. The slime is getting pissed. Absolutely pissed. Again, do you think Stevie's worth it? Look at his face, though. I kind of feel sorry for him in this one. He looks just... he's done. 28. Luckily, Stevie's shoes aren't tied. You pull as hard as you can on his arms. His shoe doesn't make it, but Stevie does. Oh, thank goodness. You pull him onto the roof ledge beside you. As you watch, the green slime oozes out of the windows of the house. It bubbles through the front door and out the back. You are trapped in a lake of gurgling green slime. Stevie pulls a small bottle out of his pocket. He shakes it hard. Give me that, you shout. Haven't you caused enough trouble today? You grab the bottle and pour the purple fizzy stuff over the edge of the roof. There's a hiss and a whoop from the green slime. What was that, Stevie? I made great drink, he says. The slime is drying up. Can you make more, you ask Stevie? Maybe, he says. Maybe you will all live to see your next birthday after all. You are sure of 2 things you don't want to do for your birthday. A chemistry set experiment? Wait, I better read this back. You are sure 2 things you don't want for your birthday. A chemistry set and Stevie. The end. So, you guys beat it. You made all the right choices to get to a satisfactory ending where the slime was defeated on your first try. No one died. Not even Stevie, sadly. Okay, Bad Jack said, I don't feel anything for Stevie. He has no soul. And then seconds later, Stevie's kind of growing on me. Oh my god. Wonderful. I should read the backs of these from now on too, because there's wonderful little previews on here too. Speedrun strats, for sure. Hey, that means my sick ass gets to eat some nerds. I'm gonna have some, and I'm gonna crunch them up right here. And you're just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. Oh shit. That's good. Alright, folks. While I munch and crunch, please choose the next adventure. You're on a roll so far. Grape. Grape candy, which never tastes like real grapes. Benjik says, I can't pick them all. You can. You can if people have left you the power, Bad Jack. If you're just tuning in, if you're just now in the chat, number one, I'm sick. And number two, anyone in chat can make a decision. It's just the first person to say it. I believe Urxix has picked Dream Trips. So that's where we'll go next. Oh, these nerds are good. Yep, this next one. Dream Trips by Edward Packard. Again, there might be some nice little dreams in here. And again, you might get eaten by an average-sized Texas fire ant. Where will your dream trips take you tonight? You can have the most amazing adventures, even when you are asleep. You can travel anywhere and do anything. You can even fly in your dreams. You'll never know what will happen next. That's funny. My dream last night was that somebody was breaking into our garage to come and kill us. Hopefully that's not in here, or else I might start freaking out. If you want to have your own horse, turn to page 20. If you want to have all the candy in the world, turn to page 12. Watch out. Sometimes your dreams can play tricks on you. You could end up in a classroom with a grouchy teacher, or face to face with a lion. What's the difference? Waka waka. It all depends on the choices you make. Whatever happens while you are sleeping, all of your dream adventures are gonna be fun. Jump says, everybody is voting for horse. Jump says, are you a horse girl or a candy boy? All right, let's get this started. Oh, this book belongs to Carrie York. Shout out to Carrie York. Shout out to Dying Tree Pieces. And also, these are the exact same reviews that were in the other book. So now you can see Peggy Marcus, adult, with their 6-year-old friend. Maybe we should Google Peggy Marcus abduction. See what comes up. Peggy Marcus abduction. Hopefully that's not a real case, or I'll feel really bad. Dream Trips. Okay, by the time this book came out, because this is first edition, yeah, they had only gotten to this one, which is Dream Trips. But number 7 is Help You're Shrinking. And number 4, Your Very Own Robot. There was also number 5, Gorga the Space Monster. These all sound great. Okay, I know about Patty Hearst. Jump. Anyway, Dream Trips. And boy, look at this lovely character we're supposed to have an attachment to. Is that us? God, could you focus for 1 second? There you go. Aw, just full of dreams and foot disease. Illustrated by Lorna Tomei. Thanks, Lorna. You worked hard for this. The idea and certain dreams for this book were provided by Judy Geitenstein, to whom it is dedicated with appreciation. Thanks, Judy Geitenstein, for having a last name I've never heard before. Okay, here we go. Remember, anyone in chat can make the decisions. It's just the fastest person that gets to make them. The moonlight shines through your bedroom window. It forms a path of yellow light that runs across the floor and onto your bed. Just about midnight, the moonbeam reaches your eyes. You blink and pull the blanket closer to your chin, and you begin to dream. These illustrations took a long time, by the way. I'm actually kind of impressed. They didn't take as long to bring a slide. You are sitting on a soft white cloud. The cloud rises high above your house and floats across the moonlit sky. You lie back on the cloud and smile. This is a dream you are sure to like. Foreboding tone. You don't you don't trust this man. Here we go. I read it front to back. All right, turn to page 4. But suddenly, sorry for the abrupt change there, you feel afraid because a lion is coming towards you. I guess you don't get to be a horse girl at all. We're going straight to the lion. It stares at you with its big yellow-green eyes. Its huge mouth is wide open. At first you want to run, but then you think, why not walk right up to the lion? After all, this is a dream. Okay, so we are lucid dreaming. On the other hand, you don't want to be eaten up, even in a dream. If you walk right up to the lion, turn to page 50. If you run away from the lion, turn to page 8. What'll it be? Lion the friendo or lion the friendo? Walk up to that lion. All right. Bad Jack says, you a horse girl. You know you reading Animorphs. All right. So Bad Jack has no survival instincts, and Jump Mania is along for the ride now. So we're going to walk right up to that lion. Oh, man, there's a lot of illustrations in this one. You walk towards the lion, and the lion walks towards you. Good riding. It opens its big jaws and licks its lips. It's going to charge. Don't come any closer, you shout. The lion stops and puts its paw over its face, as if it were a big kitten. It's scared of you. Aww. You walk up to pat the lion, but it vanishes right before your eyes. In its place is an old man. He looks like your grandfather, but he's not your grandfather. What happened to the lion? I have way more questions. I'm glad you're in here and the world of dreams come true, says the old man. Whatever you would like to have is yours. You think for a minute. Of all things you would like, your favorite food? Having your own horse? Going for a balloon ride? You'll have to decide quickly. It's almost time for you to wake up, says the old man. Just to get your gauge on how much you trust the old man, here's a picture of him. And also a picture of you thinking real hard. Okay. Grandfather Lion Man. Bad Jack also wanted to make sure he said horse. And yes, it was H-O-R-S-E, horse. Going for a balloon ride with your favorite grandpa? Jump Mania is just stirring the pot. Okay, you have 4 choices. So wait until I've finished reading them all, and then pick one. If you ask the man for all the candy in the world, turn to page 12. If you ask him for a horse to ride, I'm glad they worded it like that, turn to page 20. If you ask him to take you on a balloon ride, turn to page 14. Or, if you ask him for something you can keep after the dream is over, turn to page 23. Interesting. I was all about the horse until I read that one, and that's weird. It's asking us to break the dream realm, but it is your choice. Nerds. Alright. All the candy in the world. A horse to ride. Have him take you for a balloon ride. Or ask him for something you can keep, even after you wake up. What's it gonna be, y'all? Option 4 from Jump. Although Urxic says fat baby candy ride. It's what I feel like right now. I think I'm starting to feel better, y'all. It must be your love and devotion making me feel good. What I would like the most, you say to the old man, is something I can keep after I wake up from this dream. The old man rubs his chin. Very well, he says. I shall give you 3 gifts to keep. When you wake up, you will remember everything you dreamed. You will be wiser than you were before. And tomorrow night, if you wish, you may come back again. Then the dream ends, and you take with you the old man's gifts. The end. That's not very satisfying, although it says, until tomorrow night. Let's pretend that you went back to sleep. Benchek says it's a good thing this Choose Your Own Adventure isn't written about my dreams. Man, we know about those. So it's the next night, and you meet the old man again, and he offers you all the candy in the world, a horse to ride, or a balloon ride. Where do we go? Where do we go next? That was a shitty ending. I was really hoping that he would give us like a knife that we could bring into the real world, that when you stab people, it put them in the dream world or something. Horse. Very good. Horse it is. Horse, horse, horse. Horse, hearse, hearse, hearse. I'd like a horse to ride, you say. The old man waves his right hand. A chestnut colt with a white star on his forehead appears before your eyes. The old man boosts you up. You slap the horse. It gallops away, faster and faster, across miles of rolling white clouds, past the stars and past the moon. Other horses race by. Their manes glisten like silver in the moonlight. You feel as if you're riding a horse and flying at the same time. In fact, you are flying. You slip off the horse's back and soar like an eagle. Then you glide down, 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 back to earth and land gently in your bed. Sorry, I just, out of the corner of my eye, saw Urxic say, slap that horse, which wasn't a choice we got to make. It just happened that way. You know what? I'm still not satisfied. All the candy in the world or a balloon ride. It is your choice. ASM erotica. Slap that horse. All the candy in the world or a balloon ride. We'll do one more. One more. You don't get to see how all of them go. Just one more. Double down on the fat baby candy ride. You got it. As I chew on nerds. Oh. I don't like this illustration. Can we just look at the illustration first? It looks like we've been transported to a magical tree grove where all the trees are only a max of 4.5 feet tall, and they're growing what appear to be gold bars, but I'm guessing those are chocolate bars. And this tree over here looks like it is attaching to Grandpa, and maybe even inserting itself into Grandpa's folds. I'd like to have all the candy in the world. Follow me, says the old man. Have you ever been to Candyland? I don't like this. He leads you to a grove of trees no higher than you are. What amazing trees! Their leaves are chocolate candy bars. You pull one off and take a bite, and another, and then another. It's the best candy you've ever had. You fill your pockets with candy bars and then look around for the old man. Instead, this was the right choice, everyone. Instead of seeing an old man, you see dozens of giant ants, as big as alligators, and they're marching towards you. You start to run, but you feel your feet as they weigh a ton each. The ant army's getting closer. You flap your arms, hoping you can fly away, but your heavy feet are stuck to the ground. The ants are about to surround you. You can see their sharp claws and their pear-shaped heads and their bulging eyes. This is the worst dream you've ever had. What should you do? You were able to tame a lion, but you're not sure that you can handle ants. Maybe you should just try to wake up. If you think you can escape from the ants, turn to page 28. If you want to wake up now, turn to page 32. I know what I would pick here. Ant Tamer, you got it, jump. There's only one way to get away from the ants. You take all the candy bars out of your pockets and scatter them around you. It works. The ants dive for the candy. While the ants are busy eating, you run right past them, past the candy bar trees, across the lawn, and onto a broad meadow. But as you walk through the meadow, it becomes a fluffy white cloud. You lie back on the cloud and smile, thinking, this is how your dream began, and this is how it ends. I'm sorry, Jump is like, attach the dream machine to an ant. Go into the ant's dreams. Antception. Okay. There you go. There's those greedy fucking ants going after those chocolate bars that are not going to provide them or the aphids or their children with enough nutrition. Them rotten, greedy bastards. And then here you are, a young Liberace, floating on clouds. Amazing. Right back into the van with free candy written on the side in spray paint. That was Dream Trips, and I am now satisfied. We had some conflict, which is all I wanted, after seeing that ant crawling on the bed. We have 2 more books. Oh, God. I'm going to munch on some more nerds while you pick our next adventure. Both of these look pretty fucking good. Evil Wizard it is. Alright. The Evil Wizard by Andrea Packard. Alright, what else did we read by Andrea Packard? Wasn't that... Oh. The last book we read was by Edward Packard. I wonder if this was a married couple, perhaps a brother and sister. Perhaps a grown man and a small child in a dream? Maybe. He looks like a cowboy wizard. Okay, you've got a point. Look at the cat, though. Okay. We probably weren't meant to look this close at this illustration. Looks like we'll be back in the olden times for this one. Hey, Stephen Richards here on Facebook. Says, I got my 8-bit bullshit in the mail yesterday. From Sweden. Very cool extras. Proud to own that history. That is rad. Can I ask, Stephen, when you bought it? Because if you bought it when it was first on sale and it just got to Sweden, that's crazy. Although somebody from France did order one, and I think it took 2.5 months to get there. It was really crazy. Like, we had both just figured it was never going to get there, and then it shows up one day 2.5 months later. So thanks for grabbing that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I think it's a great way for that album to live on. So thanks for that. Appreciate it. Oh, anyone who's just now tuning in, And lurking in the background, I am sick today, but I chose to read from books anyway. Steven says I bought it about 2 weeks ago. Had to email them, and he had to send it post-Nord. Okay, post-Nord sounds like a word that you use to explain that something is very fast. Like, I had to give them that compliment, post-Nord. Brilliant. I'm glad it got to you. If you want to take a picture of it on your setup and post it, I would love to see it. Or chewing on it, or using it to reflect light to fight giant ants in your dreams. I would love to see photo evidence. Can you stop the evil wizard? An evil wizard has cast a spell on your town. He can make it snow in the summer. Oh fuck, it's Elsa. And he can turn people into ice. Also Elsa. You've got to stop him, but how? If you decide to smash the wizard's crystal balls. Turn to page 45. If you decide to fight him by learning wizardry yourself, turn to page 32. Is that something that you can just do? Choose carefully. One false move and you might end up the wizard's slave forever. Whoa. During your adventures with the evil wizard, you might be turned into a dripping icicle. Or you might use your own good magic to turn the wizard into a tree. It all depends on the choices you make. Some of your adventures will be scary. Some will be exciting, but all of them will be fun. Bad Jack's already shouting, learn wizardry. Steven says, it sounds fucking amazing. I was blown away by the remastering and all the pics with Willie and Val. So rad. Yo. Oh my god. So, yeah, the remastering was great, just to begin with. It sounded way better than when I mixed it to begin with. I had no idea what I was doing. I still have no idea what I'm doing. I just kind of learned it by scratch, and did it by ear. So, yeah, sounds really good. Sounds really good. Okay, let's start this adventure. We might be able to get through all 4. Again, Peggy fucking Marcus. Why did they... Okay. Did we ever get more than 4 reviews on Choose Your Own Adventure? This is book number 22. I think we probably got a little more fan mail than these 4 people, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Oh man, number 14 is The Search for Champ. Don't know who Champ is, but I feel like it has something to do with this story. And you. The Evil Wizard by Andrea Packard. Illustrated by Ronwin? Illustrated by an elf. Fantastic. Very topical. To Caroline and Wells. Oh, we got a badass illustration of this badass wizard here. Looking good, cowboy wizard. Yeehaw! Okay, I do believe I need to read this in a different voice than I've been reading the other ones because we are in old-timey times, maybe. Imagine yourself in a time long ago when magic spells caused floods and blizzards and towns kept watch against evil power. You've traveled to a town by the edge of a forest to visit your friend Jason. Did they have Jasons in old-timey time? We call this forest Wizard's Wood, Jason tells you, because the evil wizard lives here. Who's the evil wizard, you ask? He's cold, greedy, and mean, Jason says. And he wants to rule the town. If he curses you, it feels as if you're falling through ice water. Once when a girl refused to serve him, the wizard turned her into ice and buried her house with snow. But no one's seen the wizard for years, Jason continues. People are growing less afraid. In fact, the whole town's having a fair today. Let's go join the fun. Bright summer sunshine warms you as you walk through the town with Jason. When you reach the square, you see dancers and jugglers and clowns. A band begins to play. Oh, I didn't show you this picture. My bad. I'm a horrible library storyteller. There you are, and Jason, I'm not sure which one is which. Looks like you're like, let's go into the forest and get killed. Very trusting. But then a strong, cold wind sweeps through the square. Sheets of music fly into the air. The band stops playing. Look, Jason shouts, pointing behind you. Dark clouds race across the sky. They hide the sun. Suddenly, it starts to snow. There you go. Pure abstract terror is coming in from the sky. And it looks like this one particular fat kid doesn't care. Can we get a focus? A focus? Can we get a forward focus? Nope, you're just gonna have to live with this finger painting of a kid who is very fat and not afraid of anything. Jason's face turns pale. It's never snowed here in the summer, he says. The evil wizard must be back, and he must be angry. Everyone starts running home. You're about to run too when you see an old woman standing in a doorway. Come warm up, she says. It must be cold out there. She sounds friendly, Jason whispers. But do you think we should trust her? Oh, Music Man says, what's with the game in Mario 64 music? Isn't that from the Haunted Merry-Go-Round, if I'm not mistaken? You are 100% correct. That is exactly what you're hearing in the background. Good ears, Music Man. Okay, gang. First person in chat to answer. If you decide to trust the old woman and go inside, turn to page 4. If you decide to run back to Jason's house, turn to page 12. If it helps, the last kid to have this book did that shit heel thing where they circled what they did so that they could turn back and remember what they did because of their short memories. But both of these are circled. Not only that, but this one's circled. We have no clues left behind. Cloth and Pop, who just slid in, says page 4. Alright. So we gonna do it. Na 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 na. Oh, Jump says these books seem pretty thin compared to the usual 80s Choose Your Own Adventure. These are the original-ish ones, right? No, this was 1984? Says when it was printed. Doesn't say it was reprinted. Just says 1984. Yeah, I don't know. They are pretty thin. There's not a lot of adventuring going on. Maybe the adventure seemed bigger before. Jump says, the circling reminds me of 999 on the DS. You can see your previous playthrough decisions, which turns out to be part of the lore. Whoa, that sounds really rad. I have not heard of that. That sounds cool. Anyway. Oh, God. Again, new people. I'm very sick, but we're getting through this together. Thank you for your energy and your humor. You and Jason follow the woman into her kitchen. My name is Amma, she says. I knew it would snow, so I kept the stove fire burning. If you want to know why I gave her this voice, look at her, okay? Can you look at her? Can we get a focus? There it is. Well, that's why she sounds like this, because her face is melting. Thanks, Jason says. But how did you know it would snow? I've seen the wizard's tricks before, Amma says. I also know how to break the wizard's power, but now I am too old. Only a child can end his evil rule. How, you ask? You must be brave. To brave this great danger, go to the wizard's house. If you catch him sleeping and say a magic rhyme, you'll break his power forever. Will you go? Not me, Jason says. Not unless I know the danger first. I cannot tell you that, Emma said. I can only tell you the rhyme. You think you can trust Emma, but should you face the wizard alone? Dungeons and Dragons choose your own adventures? Those exist? I want them. Oh yeah, well, yeah, that's one thing a lot of folks don't know is that there existed, maybe still today, there might be some newfangled ones, but there existed like an entire grip of books called game books, and they're like choose your own adventure, but you have inventory, you have to roll for different things like tests and stuff, like you were playing an RPG. Your decisions and stuff can carry over from one book to another. They're fucking awesome, and a lot of people I talked to didn't know those existed. Just so you know, of course I do a lot of retro game preservation, but I also have a giant collection of scanned game books. I don't remember how many, but I want to say like 460 plus game books. And it's just been kind of in a folder. I've been slowly reorganizing it over time and making sure I have the best scans of them that exist, because I don't have a lot of them on hand. They're other people's scans. But I will be uploading that to archive at some point early next year. And I'm excited for it. I played a few of them with Cadence, actually. What is it called? I want to say Lone Wolf, but I'm not sure that's right. My brain is cloudy right now. But it's a series that happens over like 10 or 12 books. And if you start at the beginning, you can gain all the experience and all the items that you need to progress through the books easier. So we started on the first book, which I was lucky again to find at Half Price Books down here in Texas, and found a couple of them. But they're really, really cool. Some of them are so fun, and it's just basically choose your own adventure meets tabletop role playing, and I highly suggest finding one. Cloffenpop says I had a magic eye one. It was terrible. But yeah, there are some really neat ones. Let me see here. Game books. Yeah. So I'm just looking at some of them I have. Combat Heroes, Blood Sword, Behind the Throne. These are all really cool. There's even some post-nuclear Mad Max style ones. Oh man, they're so cool. And of course Nintendo and Sega made game books as well. So be on the lookout for that. That's gonna be cool. Okay, let's get back to Amma. Again, we have no idea what happens past this point. The last person that owned this book left us dry and dead. So, do we decide to face the wizard alone? Turn to page 7. Or do you go back to Jason's house first? Turn to page 12. What's it gonna be, chat? Jason's first, Cloffenpop says, who must have the least amount of delay. No, I have not heard of the Parsley line of games, but I'm making, obviously, a note right now to check it out, because that sounds rad. So one-shot party games where you're the computer in a text RPG. That sounds incredible. Okay, let's go to Jason's first. I am starting to diminish. I'm sorry, you tell the woman, but we'd better go home and think about this. You and Jason run through the snow to his house. You're warming up by the fire when Jason's sister Kate rushes through the door. The evil wizard's in town, Kate says. He's looking for someone who wants to learn his wizardry. If no one's willing, he'll turn us all into ice. Let's think of a way to stop him, you say. I've heard that the wizard's power comes from his crystal ball, Jason says. Maybe if we can find it, we can smash it and crush his power. But the wizard might find us first, Kate says. I think we should learn wizardry. Then we can turn the wizard's own magic against him. Jason turns to you. What do you think we should do? He asks. Here's the gripping scene by the fire. Oh, there we go. There we go. Can we throw Kate in the fire? Is that an option? If you decide to look for the crystal ball, turn to page 17. If you decide to learn wizardry, turn to page 22. Bad Jack wants to crush and smash his balls. You know what? I'm going to take it that we should go look for the balls, though. Because there's a chance that we'll have balls in the story for Bad Jack. He says, tough choice. Smash balls or learn wizardry? Let's look for the crystal ball, you say. Kate decides to stay behind, but Jason is ready with cloaks and boots. Jason leads you through the woods. Snow piles up on the branches above you. As the piles grow heavy, the branches bend and the snow falls off in wet clumps. Look, Jason cries. He points to a robin shivering in a clump of snow. The bird was knocked down from the branch above. The branch? You run over and wrap your scarf around the robin. Gently, you lift the bird back onto the branch. It begins to chirp brightly. I'm glad we helped that robin, Jason says. So am I, you answer. But now, we may not reach the wizard's house before he returns from town. Maybe we should head back home. If you decide to go on to the wizard's house, turn to page 9. If you decide to just head back home, turn to page 26. What are we doing, chat? Wizard's house. Of course. How are we going to march into the forest, warm up a little bird that was too dumb to be where it's supposed to be when it's this cold, and then just give up? Come on, man. You and Jason keep walking through the woods. Soon you reach a clearing. To your right, you see a large stone house. Long icicles hang from the eaves like jail bars. You walk up to the front door. It's locked with iron bolts. You turn to Jason. There must be a way to get in, you say. You will never get in. A voice booms behind you. You freeze. It's the wizard. It's not Mr. Wizard, Bad Jack. Don't worry. You slowly turn, look up, and meet his icy glare. His long, wrinkled face looks like a wet rag that froze. Why are you here? The wizard thunders. You don't dare say you want to smash the crystal balls. But do you dare ask the wizard to lift his spell? Maybe you could find a way to stop the snow if you learn wizardry. If you decide to ask the wizard to lift the spell, turn to page 36. If you say you want to learn wizardry, turn to page 32. It's Simon, it's the Ice King. Alright. Do we ask the wizard to politely lift the spell or learn wizardry? Alright. Say you want to learn to be a wizard, Harry. 32. Music Man says, Bad Jack just reminded me of Mr. Wizard from Nickelodeon. It's a childhood memory I'll never be able to live down. Oh, I'm glad you weren't here earlier, Music Man. That is all I have to say. Enjoy watching the VOD. Okay. Pause. Okay, I'm alright. We want to learn wizardry, you say. Your friend won't learn much, the wizard sneers. Jason stands motionless. What's the matter with him, you cry. That's your first lesson in wizardry, the wizard says. The wizard takes you into a dark, cluttered room. Hold this candle above my book, he says. In horror, you read the spell's name, churning flesh into ice. You've got to stop him from reading it. Bad Jack says, I know where this is going. Uh-oh. You blow out the candle and race across the room. The wizard hurls his book after you. You duck. Crash! The book shatters the wizard's crystal balls. Ah, damn it, the wizard howls. His voice cracks and his open jaw stiffens as he, not Jason, turns into solid ice. Summer sunshine soon returns, but to this day the wizard still stands there, cold as a snowman and fragile as crystal. The end. Yo, you busted the wizard's balls and beat this story again on your first try? That's 2 books that you aced, guys. One that we kind of aced the first one, but it was really boring. But I feel like you got the speed run and the correct ending all at once. Maybe not the most spectacular ending. He threw some shit at you and missed, and then you got his balls with it, and he died. I'm assuming he's dead. He's an ice statue now. About the author. Andrea Packard grew up in Connecticut. Her father's encouragement helped her pursue her interest in writing and art. She wrote The Evil Wizard during her junior year at Swarthmore College, where she is studying the way literature, folklore, drama, and visual arts help people express and explore their values. Well, great. Really great. Guys, I feel that there could have been way more exciting things that happened in The Evil Wizard. Jump wanted the Seinfeld theme, and that's as best as we're going to get. It looks like we have just enough time to read the final book in the selection, which is The Haunted House, which is an absolutely perfect way to end this. And Pumpkin. Pumpkin? Pumpkin. Can we, oh, there we go. We have Pumpkin. This is much better for the subject matter. The Haunted House by R.A. Montgomery. Oh, let's read the back first. You and your dog Homer are walking home from school one day. You throw a stick and Homer chases it right into an abandoned house. The house looks so creepy that you are scared to go in, but you've got to find Homer. Don't! He's your best friend. There are lots of places you can look. Where do you start? If you go to the cellar to find Homer, turn to page 10. If you follow the mysterious woman who says she knows where Homer is, turn to page 6. Everything that happens to you in the haunted house depends on the choices you make. Some of your adventures will be scary, some of them will be funny, but all of them will be deadly. Woman! Jump says woman. Alright, I guess you'll get an extra spooky filter on all of the illustrations. Oh, it's so much better. Look at that knockoff ass Munsters house. Amazing. This is illustrated by Paul Granger. This book is dedicated to Anson, Ramsey, and Judy. And then we have this child, who looks suspiciously like the child from the first book we read about the green slime. Alright, are we ready? This is our last book. Again. I feel like shit. Because of my vaccination boosters. Also, oh my god. The people in chat who want to make decisions, make them quick, and I will do what you tell me to do. That's how we're doing this. Here we go. You and your dog Homer are walking home from school for lunch one day. Since he loves to play, you pick up a stick from the sidewalk and give it a big toss. Homer goes after it. Suddenly, a white cat runs in front of him, and zoom! Homer starts chasing the cat. Homer chases her right into the yard of a big gray house. But you stop short at the gate. Wow, it looks as if nobody has lived here for years. The grass is uncut. The front door is slightly open. Most of the windows are broken and there are shingles missing from the roof. It's definitely a scary-looking old house. Maybe it's haunted. Homer is nowhere in sight. You call out for him.
Homer! Hey, Homer! Come back, Homer!
No answer. Again, we have the house. Look at Homer is basically fucking levitating. He looks like Pepe Le Pew chasing after this cat. Very similar. Remember Pepe Le Pew? No? Neither will the future. You have to find Homer. He's your friend. You enter the front yard through the old rusty gate. You tiptoe around the back of the house. You see a stone bench and an empty fish pond, but no Homer. You sit down on the bench to think for a minute. Even though it's warm out, the stone bench makes you feel very cold. All of a sudden, there's an icy gust of wind. You are freezing. You hear a voice coming from inside the house.
Homer is in the house.
The voice is deep, and loud, and very, very scary. You want to find Homer, but that voice is so awful that you don't want to go near the house. What should you do? If you go into the house, turn to page 9. If you run away, turn to page 5. Oh, we're going into the house. Very well. What if you run away, does the story just end? Oh, hey. I don't know about you, but it looks like you made the right choice. How's it going? After all, you say to yourself,
This is just an empty house. It's not really haunted.
So you decide to go in through the boarded-up back door. You pull a board aside and push the door open. Creak! It is damp inside and smells like an old sneaker. You tiptoe into the dark room, holding your breath so you won't make any noise. Suddenly, a woman in a white dress appears. She smiles at you and disappears into the darkness. If you try to follow the mysterious woman, turn to page 6. If you're not sure what to do, turn to page 4. I don't mind gorgeous ladies in the house. This is already better than a haunted house. Alright, we're gonna follow the lady, says Bad Jack. Again, it's the beginning of the police report mentioned earlier. Whoa! Looks like you chose right. That shit looks fun. You follow the mysterious woman outside. You can jump a mile high. You can even fly. You are having so much fun that you nearly forget about Homer. If you continue on with the woman, turn to page 16. If you want to find Homer, turn to page 17. I have a feeling I know where this is going, and even if it's the wrong choice, I think you're still gonna make it. What do we do? Continue with the woman, or find Homer? Or fix the jiggly pumpkin face. There you go. This is way more impressive when I'm not wearing glasses. But then I wouldn't be able to read, so, you know. Woman. Yep. You guys messed up. I'm pretty sure we're gonna die. But that would be a fond way to go. We'll see.
You follow the mysterious woman higher and higher. Soon she stops on a cloud. Sun shines right through her. She smiles at you, then she walks up a sunbeam. You follow her. When you look back, the scary house is just a little gray dot. Maybe it's time to turn around. It's giving you another chance. It's still giving you another chance. Jump says she's going to lead us to Homer, no doubt. I think she's metaphorically leading you to heaven, while in real life your body is being stabbed. That might be just my opinion. If you do turn back and leave the mysterious woman, turn to page 26. If you want to see where the sunbeam takes you, turn to page 29. Urxix already said follow that lady, so that's where we're going. You can't turn back. You've climbed so far on the sunbeam that now you are a part of the sunbeam. You sparkle and you shine, and you help light the world. The end. What is... Oh, whoa. Did you see that? Oh, God. Holy fuck, that is terrifying. Are you seeing that? Jesus Christ. It's almost like it's its own creepypasta ending. Jesus Christ. I love it. I love it. I think you've done it. You've reached the ultimate jump scare ending, and I couldn't be any happier. You went with the lady all the way to heaven and somehow turned into a celestial being that gives light to the world forever. And you know what? Your dog died. Great job, everyone, following that lady. But honestly, for scientific purposes, how could it have been any better? Yep. Following the lady, just like in real life. A lot of you got in trouble. Good job, everyone. Did you notice... hold on. I'm going to turn off the goofy-ass filter for this. Did you notice that there was a fat mouse on the cover? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm a little disappointed. Could you focus? Focus. Do it. I want to see the pores on that rat. There we go. I think it's a mouse. I don't know, man. Crocodile, alligator, I don't know the difference between a mouse and a rat, really. Now I'm sure someone in chat will. But look at that fat mouse. And I'm disappointed we didn't get to find out what's going on with that. But, oh, you know what? I didn't even see the lady. When I looked at the cover, I didn't even see her. And we got to adventure with her. God, Jesus, whatever that lady was. Amazing. You'll find your dog when it dies. Thank you, Urxix. Music Man says, bro, I think you're right. It was a way to go. The ending seems creepy. I just love the fact that none of the other pictures in this entire book showed the pumpkin face, but that one did. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I just see? Uh-oh. It looks like the fat mouse kills you. It looks like he... I'm not reading the words, but it looks like you were on the ladder and he fucking pushed it or pulled it so hard that you went flipping off of it luchador style and died. Also, here is a crocodile crying. Crocodile tears, I suppose. Well, folks, thank you for bearing with me today in a completely non-standard stream because I was asleep due to side effects from this double dose of vaccine. Third COVID shot, though. Look at the good we're doing for humanity. Get your vaccines. Don't care that you'll end up feeling like shit like me. You may not. I really honestly think this is the flu shot, though. I think the flu shot is what's Shots. Brilliant. Yes. That's it. Lots of shots. Go get your vaccines. I would like all of this bullshit and wearing a big sweaty mask everywhere. I would like that to end. So if you guys could do that, that would be great. I know a lot of you personally, and I know that you will, so that's good. Thank you for that. This is actually only my second time getting a flu shot. I got the first one last year. Last year, or was it before then? It might have been before then. I'm not sure. I've been wearing a mask and being good and staying away from people, which has also made me horribly depressed. But I haven't been sick like this in like 2+ years. I haven't had a cold. I haven't had a flu. I have had allergies. There's no escaping that shit in Texas. But it's so weird to have flu symptoms or cold symptoms because I forgot what they felt like. And it really is a weird rush of nostalgia of like, oh yeah, remember when you used to have colds and flus all the fucking time? So here's hoping that it all burns off by tomorrow. My arm's still a little painful, but I'll be all right. But yeah, get your vaccines. They're meeting right now to find out my youngest, his age group, whether or not Pfizer is safe for them, which I'm very excited about because that is like one of the last steps for us being able to integrate more back into society and feel less awful about life and enjoy people again, is him being able to get vaccinated. So they started meeting and checking out the data today officially with the FDA for Pfizer, and I don't know, they could be rolling out vaccines for that next younger age group in the first week of November, so that would be great. So yeah, let's go, let's do it. That'd be awesome. And then our whole family finally will be vaccinated. It's been tough because I've seen a lot of people, of course, there's a lot of people that just didn't get shots and don't give a shit, and they're just rolling the dice and have been living their normal lives since then, whatever. But there's a lot of people I know, a lot of my good friends who are single or at least don't have kids, who were able to get vaccinated and have been enjoying life for, like, you know, a long time now. And folks like us with families couldn't do that responsibly. So I feel for all of you who have children or people that can't get the vaccine, which I understand is very low, but it does still exist. Now we will finally be able to breathe better, quite literally, once that vaccine is in and we've had a couple of weeks. So, Erxus says, feel better, big guy, you big, beautiful ray of sunshine. Look, after this, I'm going to have some dinner, and I'm going to play some games with the family, which always cheers me up. I actually took this week off for a mental health break, because it was either that or have a mental health breakdown. So yeah, and I'm extra glad I took the week off now, because I physically feel horrible. But I will get better. We're going to play lots of video games tonight. We got that new WarioWare game, which, even though the format is a little different, it is super fun. What else have we been playing? What have we been playing? We played Smash a little bit to try out, almost called him Cloud. Sora. Try out Sora a bit, who has the, like, 1940s Disney outfit, which is pretty cool. There's something else we've been playing, and I can't remember it right now. We've been playing Puyo Puyo Tetris a lot, too. Dalton is a fucking beast on that game. I would say that when me, my partner Shelly, who, by the way, is the best person at Tetris I've ever met personally, Dalton beats us both at Puyo Puyo Tetris, I want to say 98 to 99% of the time. Just incredible. Pretty fantastic. But that is a fun game. Oh, I've been playing Hypnospace Outlaw. If you haven't heard of Hypnospace Outlaw, definitely look it up. It's on itch. It's on stream. I feel awful. What is that? That gigantic company that we play on. That sounds like stream, but it's not the word stream, and it's God damn it. It's not stream. What is it called? Steam. It's called Steam. Oh my god. And to think I had a nap before the stream today. Steam! It's on fucking Steam. And also it is on Xbox Game Pass right now, which is why we have it. But if you haven't heard of it, it is a game that takes place in like an alternate 1999. You play the entire game inside of an operating system, like of a computer back in like 1999, and you surf web pages. Very legitimate like UI for having an OS back then, and very legitimate web pages, animated GIFs, MIDI style songs, and shit like that. And you are an enforcer. Without getting too much into the story, this is like an internet that you browse while you're sleeping. And you're an enforcer who goes around and... yes, Steam. Thank you, Music Man. Again, thank you. But you go around and you ban content that's not allowed, whether it's copyright infringement or pirating of software, music, or like gore, sexuality. Not that those things actually exist in the game. But it's at least starts off lighthearted. It's a little mysterious. You get to look into a lot of fictional people's lives and hear an incredible amount of original music that fits the time period so good. I just can't tell you how awesome Hypnospace Outlaw is. And it's just a completely like story-driven experience. You don't know anything going in, and you just slowly unfold the universe and what you need to do in it there. And it takes some twists and turns. So please go check out Hypnospace Outlaw. I believe I'm probably right at the end of it right now, and I have had a fantastic time. After only a couple hours, it is a short game. I'm pretty sure I'm at the end. I don't know if there's anything after where I'm at, but it seems like I'm coming to a head. But yeah, check that out. It's a really cool, especially you older cats like myself who actually, were definitely on the internet in 1999. It is a blast from the past, and those of you youngins can get a god-honest view of what it used to be like. Yes, Bad Jack, Steam. That's it. That's it. It's Steam. I think it's Steam. But yeah, that's just about it. Like I said, I've got this week off. We were originally going to drop some plans for Extra Life, which is coming up, I think, on November 6th. We are going to stream multiple times on that day, and we'll be doing special stuff, and I have some prize packs ready to go for that. But we didn't plan it at all because I was asleep earlier, because I felt like human garbage water. So we're going to plan that out tonight, actually, while we play. And we'll let you know well beforehand what our plans are, what our schedule is like. And if y'all could show up and help us support Dell Children's Hospital here in Texas as we stream, super badass. We would love you to join our team and help raise money for Dell Children's or your local place. And also, you can just donate if you want to, or you can just show up and have fun. Whatever your budget allows, whatever you want to do. So my energy is starting to wind down. I honestly think those nerds gave me a boost, and now I'm done with it. So I'm gonna log off. Thank you guys for joining me, even though I felt horrible today and we didn't stick to any sort of regular idea of how retro game streaming works. Game steaming. Yeah, I love you all very much. Thank you for your green hearts. I'm gonna get out of here. Definitely, if you're not on the Discord yet, scroll down a little bit. There's a Discord link, or you can just go to this website. All the socials are on there. Hop into Discord, join us, talk to us. We're a fun group of people, and we will let you know of our extra life stuff ASAP. But if you would like to join the team and stream on that day or do something to that day, let me know ahead of time, even before I get that out. Let me know you're interested in joining the Retro Game Champion team, and we will raise money together and help some sick kids that desperately need it in these hellhole times we have been living in for like 2.5 years. So, thank you very much. I love you. Again, always follow the woman. And goodbye. I forgot to mention. Thanks again to Messenger94 for always hosting a viewer around these times. Snuggles for resubbing for 4 months in a row. Bane for resubbing for 6 months. And Bubbles, who's become a real good friend already, for subbing. Not subbing, following, and throwing in 20 gold coins. Really appreciate you all.